Alright, my name is Krstos here in the studio, aka Van at the moment. So I was going to show you basically what my layout, what my template is right now. This is really just to help you with your workflow, helps your head when you're trying to be creative, everything's in order, has space, you can see what you're doing. So whenever I open up a new file, I'll show you right now. I open up new Ableton, immediately what opens up is what we're looking at right now. Opens up a new one, bam, and pop right in here, kick, clap, close hats, immediately start writing things. Not to mention that, but my routing is already here. So I've got a group track here, and to group things, that's Command G. So if I click two different things, hit Command G, boom, he'll group them. It's already grouped, so it's not going to let me. Let me show you here. Select whatever tracks I want, Command G, group, right? You can also select them, drop down menu, and it's already grouped, so it's not going to let me. But group will appear. There it is, group tracks, right? So, and then I go through and I take the time to label everything nice. Opens up. So once again, I want to go over the routing here. So with my groups, I'll send all my groups to a percussion route, and then I've got a bass route, synth route. My bass has the sub layer already in here. I'm using just analog to create sine wave. Pure sine wave is really your best tone. Compression, limit it. I use a gate sometimes. We'll have a whole course on sub bass at some point. So anyway, just wanted to give you a brief overrun here. I use Reason as well. So what I've done, if you've got any other FL Studio or anything that you slave to Ableton, you can have all your routing and everything set up previously. Something like this. I've got my Sidechain track right over here as well. Scroll that open. Using just white noise. Apparently that's the new hot thing right now. It gets the clearest tones for all your kicks and claps. And what I'll do is, note on Sidechaining, for the kick and the clap anyway, is once I've got my MIDI pattern drawn out, I'll literally just duplicate that and drop that right on the Sidechain track. And so you'll notice I have my kick and my clap are on the exact same track in a drum rack. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll start my kick and my clap patterns that way to get the groove going, and I can drag, you can extract layers out of here once you've built up your different cell pads. You can just click down here and extract layer, extract track, something like that. That will be there once you have multiple cells in here, and you can further work on them. But just to get the groove going, like I'm saying, I'll start it out on one cell or one track, and then I'll duplicate that track directly up to my sidechain. And then bam, I have an immediate side chaining for my kick and my clap, so they come through nice and punchy. So yeah, I've got a couple of different delay send return effects for my return tracks over here. Once again, something else you can have dialed in your template is your return track. So I have 3 different delays. One that's kind of a longer effect delay, a short, really quick delay, and then the typical longer dub delay. And then I have a reverb that is routed through these tracks over here. The way this works actually is the reverb. This is a little complicated actually here. So go down over here. Boom. Okay. So the reverb is being sent to the delay track as well here. Which one does it go to? Yeah, delay. What happens basically is that whenever I use, so I can send directly to D, which is just going to be straight reverb, and then I have E, which is my effects reverb. And what that does, it sends it to the reverb first, routes it through here, then back into the long delay, right? Delay. See, yeah, exactly. So basically, whenever I send it through the effects one, it's going to send it to the reverb, sends it over to my filtering through the chain to be able to send it to the long delay, which then filters it out through the effects reverb. What that does, it just kind of creates a longer chain panning, dulls the lows and highs as it pans out. And then I have a last stereo imager, which I use, what am I using? Waves at the moment. I should switch that out actually with Isotope stereo imager, to be honest. But yeah, those are my return tracks. Get these all closed up here, and then I have one other one here which is mostly for saving MIDI notes, and then it has a sidechain as well, just in case I want to throw in another gate or sidechain. It's already ready to go, but mostly I use this to store all my MIDI note patterns from different riffs I write, and that way I can bounce down all the audio as I go, weigh the pros, bounce it down, cut it up, slice it up, do crazy things afterwards once you've frozen it and flattened it. And then I have all my MIDI patterns if I want to go back and put in layers or add new melodies in different sections. I've got all my original notation, and I can go back and use it, which is super helpful, especially if you want to collaborate with someone. You can send the project file over and it's going to have all your stuff written out right there. So, yeah, last but not least maybe is that these routing tracks, so if it wasn't obvious how these are set up, the group tracks send to the route tracks. So audio is sent to synth route, synth, and then these you just click over from auto to in, and that's going to allow audio to just transfer through it. And the way that acts is just like a channel. Audio is just running through it, and you can then put effects and layers on here. And I'll have all of my side chains set up with all of the actual the whole thing done up, just the way I'm probably going to use it. So I can just hop right in. I'll drop my side chain in up here, and then I can just hop down here and start playing. Goal here is to just bypass most of the work that you repeat every single time you do a project. So you can just stick to the creativity and stick to what's in your flow. Yeah, I think that's about it. Check me out, Krstos, Krstos, .bandcamp.com, SoundCloud, Twitch, Twitter, Flickr, Vimeo, Snapchat, whatever. I'm on all of them. Find me. Peace, love. Thanks for doing this with me.